Hey YouTube, I just wanted to film a short video. We're at my sugar shack right now. I built this last year. I literally did all of this from nothing. It was a forest at one point, and then I made this clearing. We've got lots of established large sugar maples on every side. I did 120 taps last year. This year I'll probably do the same. I'm not looking to expand. I've got supplies for 150 taps, but I can't do that. I'm way too busy. But here it is. I'm just getting firewood processed and ready. I brought these logs up in the springtime. They've been sitting out, and I figured it's time to split them. I've got some free time, so I figured I'd start to split them. So I just wanted to make a quick YouTube video about me splitting firewood. And for those of you that don't know, this is the process of it. So we'll open this up. This tank will need some fuel, that's for sure. So there's the breather cap. Okay, so it's pretty well full. That's good. We're off to a good start. That's perfect. Before I split anything, you can't split unless you have your saw. So I've got I believe it's a 50cc Echo, but I got it stuck in a log the other day and totally loosened the chain. So I'll teach you guys how to tighten the chain, and then we can be back at it. Because there's maybe, let's say 30% of the logs are cut. I did some yesterday with my brother and split that, but the big stuff we need to bucket up. So the first thing you do, find your wrench. I'm gonna assume this is a half inch. Yeah. Now we loosen it. Then we loosen the other one. So these bolts hold your saw blade in place. And then if you loosen them, you can use this pinhole here to adjust the tension. So when I pull out on this and I tighten it, as you can see, it's going back into the groove of the saw blade. And that's too tight. You want it to have some slack, not a lot, but some. So I'll say that's good. We'll grab the half inch again, tighten it up. Ugh. So it's an easy process. I feel like some people might not check as often as I do, but it's just good practice to have a nice saw blade, so that's what it is. And here's a bit of a POV footage of me cutting wood. I might as well cut it now that I'm here, so I'll film that up. I've got my choke's on, power's on. We'll pull down. Perfect. There we go. So I just realized I don't have any pulling ability, except we have a winch on this mule, so I'm gonna set it up so we can pull that log out just a bit. Because the risk with using a chainsaw is something called kickback, and I don't want any kickback. We're gonna pull it out a bit more. That should be good. So out. There we go. I don't actually use this thing, to be honest with you. Used it once. But we'll see how it works. So we're gonna do up and over. And that's in place. I've got all my PPE on too, I should clarify that. Tension to it, put my foot on the brake, pull it in. There we go. Pull it out a bit. There, look at that. Now I have lots of room to cut with. So this thing's pretty handy, I like it. Perfect. Let's cut up this log into bits and we'll start splitting. I've been splitting wood for a bit now, but the process is you pick up the piece of wood, you bring it over here. This is our 4-way splitter. It'll split it 4 separate ways. So with the larger pieces, usually the bits on the top are smaller, as you can see, and we'll throw those there. And then we re-split the larger piece. So what we do is this, and then you equal it out, so it splits right in the center, and then you split 4 more pieces of similar size to the first ones. Here. Just like that. Hey YouTube, this is the short progress video on the firewood I've been splitting. Those are actually sticks we're going to burn in a bit, probably when the weather gets colder, but this is the log pile now. I had to stop because my chain on the saw became dull. And you can tell when it's dull because when it's sharp, the blades of the saw put out this nice, like it's literally scraping away. Let's see. It's literally scraping away at the wood with the blade. But when it gets dull, it becomes more of like a powder. I'll try to find a bit of it. Kind of like this, I guess. You can feel it too. There's more resistance on your saw and it's working harder. So I decided to stop. So I have 2 logs, or 2 like stumps, and then this small log. But I'll give you a little rundown / example of what's going on here. So this is a 4-way splitter. You'll see in a couple seconds, it'll split this thing perfectly. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, so it'll split this. I'm only gonna do this with one hand, so I'll hold it in front and let it go to the back here. So we'll turn up the power here, and if you watch, watching my hands the whole time, and if I pull away, 1, 2, 3, 4 fell down there. So that's how it works. I just wanted to show you guys as a full example. I kind of make an effort to break apart the pieces, throw them in the pile. And then they're going to get stored in the sugar shack over there. So I'm just kind of trying to get ahead of the game here for maple syrup. It's, what day is it today? September 25th maybe, something along those lines. Alright, bye.